Everybody's actually asking me, what is financial freedom? Well, financial freedom is not about the Lambos, it's not about the Rolexes, it's not about the fancy restaurants. Financial freedom is all about family time whenever you want, wherever you want. Take the time off whenever you want. Hey, Tamim from Fibonacci-Traders.com here, weekly market recap. Thailand, Kopangan. Like, subscribe, and let's see the charts. As usual, we will go over the weekly charts on SPY and Friends, Bulls of the SPY, continuation to the upside. And if you follow me on Twitter and you saw previous videos, especially the weekly market recaps, you know this green trend line. And here we are once again at the top of this uptrend green channel. Now let's see this area, the 457, 458 needs to hold the support. Let's see continuation up and above. Where? Towards the 480. New all-time highs on the SPY. Will not be surprising if it will happen next week. Above it, where price of SPY might be heading next on the weekly, we will see 493 and 515 to the upside. Can we get above 500 on the SPY before the end of 2023? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? QQQ, another very bullish week with 3.4% to the upside after 3 consecutive dojis. Sideways move on the Qs came previous week, and now to the upside where Qs might be heading next. Don't guess, never guess. Trading is not a guessing game. You need a good strategy that will tell you with the highest probability where price might be heading next. Always ask yourself, if price of Qs will head north, what will happen then? Fibonacci gives us everything. 409.60, above 409.60, we will meet 430 to the upside, and you can always take also trend lines. Here we are. We have this orange trend line that helps us to identify the higher highs. So, by natural things of price action, next resistance for Qs on the weekly is 430 and then 450, 460 to the upside. All you need to do is find the strategy that works for you with your risk tolerance, with your mental resilience, and then you will become a better trader. Dow Jones, you know this red line. This red line was a resistance for the higher highs since May of 2022 until last week. We broke up above Dow Jones, new all-time highs, going next towards the 375 and then 390 to the upside. Can we get 390 to the upside on the Dow Jones? What do you think? IWM, very bullish sentiment on the IWM, 5.5% to the upside all the way to the 200. You remember we talked about the 200 area that will be a very tough resistance? Here we are. This is the fourth attempt for the IWM. 1, 2, 3, fourth attempt. Can IWM break up above? And then we will see 210 and 226 to the upside. By the way, take 1 second, hit a like, hit a subscribe, and if you want, share with friends. Bring friends and family to this channel. Let us grow together, becoming better traders each and every day. Help one another to have financial freedom. Bitcoin breaking above this orange trend line. Now the 39 area, as you can see, was resistance and support over here. Now needs to act as support together with this orange trend line. Next leg up, and we will see 50k to the upside. Ethereum holding nice, very nice above this red zone. This red zone, look left, very tough resistance since May of 2022. Now in the past 2 weeks, breaking up above and holding above this red zone. Next leg up, we will get 2640, 2650 together with this red trend line. As you can see, only by knowing in-depth candlestick analysis and multi-time frames, trend lines, and support and resistance, we don't need any other lagging indicator. All these indicators, all of them, without any exceptions, all of them are lagging. None of these indicators can show you where price might be heading next because they are lagging the price. Everything follows price. So why don't we also learn how to follow price and become our own indicators? Crude oil, doji weekly of the 70. Last time we had a doji, look at here, several dojis, we got a bounce. Now let's see after this sliding down, this downtrend from the 95 back to the 70, can we get once again a bounce? For me, long on crude oil only above 74. Of course, everything you see and hear on my channel is for educational purposes only. It's your money. Please take care of your money. No one else will do it for you. KRE. You remember in the past few weeks we talked about KRE, that we have a multi-bottom, double bottom scenario, and here we are 8% to the upside and KRE in 1 week. 8 is a Fibonacci number from 49 towards the 54 area. 49, 54, the margin is 5. 5, 8, it all comes down to Fibonacci. Now let's continue to the upside towards the 62 area. All this area will become the next major resistance for price action. 57 and then 65 to the upside. SOXX. Nothing stops the SOXX from reaching this orange trend line. As you can see, this orange trend line holding the higher high since August of 2022. Now let's see if SOXX can reach and breach up and above this trend line. Towards where? Now look at the magic of Fibonacci. Once you take swing low, swing high, where price of SOXX ended the week. Fibonacci extension. Next, we are heading towards orange trend line together with the 614 if you want to become a professional trader. And by the way, when I say professional trader, you can still be a professional trader and hold your daily job, your 9-to-5 job. You don't have to quit your daily job and to be a professional swing trader. You can do it both. You want to know how? Check the links in the description below. I promise to give you lifetime access for support and guidance from me until you will know how to trade by yourself, whether you want to be day trader, but then you cannot hold your 9-to-5 job, or if you still want to hold your 9-to-5 job, which is perfectly fine, and be a professional swing trader. Check the one-on-one live mentorship program or the online program. Both programs, lifetime access, support, guidance, all Discord channels from me. The support and guidance is from me, no one else. Available in English or Hebrew. Choose your path, choose your language, and take your financial freedom in your own hands. XLE continues sliding down on this trend line. As you can see, this trend line from resistance to the lower highs to support, but it's a bad support. There is such a thing as a bad support. This is a bad support. It supports the lower lows. So as long as XLE continues sliding on this white trend line, the way is south. Apple, another bullish week. New all-time highs on Apple, believe it or not. Now, where Apple might be heading next? Ask Fibonacci. Take swing low, take swing high. Ask Fibonacci where price might be heading next if we'll get continuation to the upside above the 199. Fibonacci answers 209, 221. Meta sideways move, nothing much on Meta, but still holding inside this narrow uptrend channel. But as long as Meta continue grinding up inside this channel, the way is up. Don't fight the trend. This is why we use trend lines. Tesla, with all the positive wick, 4% to the upside, we are still under a very long-term downtrend line, as you can see over here. Now let's see continuation above the 254 towards this red line. Above it, we need a weekly close, maybe 2 weeks even, above this red line, because one candle does not change the overall sentiment. And the sentiment on Tesla for the long run is downtrend on the weekly, on the monthly. It started over November 2021. We are already 2 years under this red line. So one candle, a weekly candle above this red line will not change the overall sentiment, but we can start our long position above it. As long as you know how to manage your risk properly, according to your risk tolerance and according to your mental resilience, the psychology behind trading, you're good to go. If you don't know, check the Fibonacci Academy playlist. We have 26 videos on free playlist on how to become a better trader, technical side and the mental side, the psychology behind trading. Google, nothing much on the weekly. Doji, Google is moving sideways between the 130 and the 135, 136 to the upside. Nothing much on Google. We need a weekly close above the 135. AMD, the beasts that never stops in the past 2 weeks. AMD 6.2, another 8, 14.2% to the upside in 2 weeks on AMD. Now continuation towards this orange trend line. Nvidia trying but still failing to break up above this red zone. This red zone goes way back to July of 2023. All this red zone, very tough resistance. If we want to re-enter Nvidia for long, we need to break above this red zone, and then we can ask Fibonacci. Let us know where price of Nvidia might be heading next above the 500, 535 and 582 to the upside. Amazon finally breaking and closing above the 150. As you can see, the 150, very tough resistance in the past 4 weeks or so. Now closing above it. Next, we can take Fibonacci all the way to here because this is the last resistance as we know it. Next will be the 157, 158 area together with this white trend line. Shopify, another week, another bullish week to the upside, 6% to the upside. Now let's see continuation towards the 90 area. This orange trend line goes way back to May of 2022, shows us the way for the higher highs since then. Now, by natural things of price action, we have a massive broadening formation on Shopify. Let's see, before the retracement, can we see 90 on Shopify? All we need to do, take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high, and as you can see, 70.82 was the peak of July. Now holds a support in the past 3 weeks. Next is 80 and then 93 together with this orange trend line. Netflix basically moving sideways in the past 4 weeks or so. As you can see, 448 holding a support, 483 resistance, long continuation above 483, and then we will see 430 and 600 to the upside, breaking below the 448. We have 423 and then 390. What do you think about Netflix? Can we get 600 on Netflix before the end of this year? Maybe before the end of January, before Earnings. Last but not least, Microsoft, still sideways move. Market doesn't know what to do with Microsoft. Take it down or push it up. If market doesn't know, if market cannot decide what to do, we surely must sit on the lines, and we cannot take any decision on Microsoft until market will show us the way.
So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends. If you're in Copangan, let me know. Let's talk stocks. Until the next video, enjoy the rest of your weekend.